YouTube, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another ENTREVOLUTION mindset episode. It's your man Arnold, and today, guys, we have 336 opportunities to improve and develop ourselves, which means today is a big deal. Today is I guess you can call it the 30th opportunity to improve and develop yourself. So if you guys remember, if whoever it is that keeps watching these videos, if you guys remember, the very beginning was 30 days of consistency. I didn't start on December 1st. I think I started on December like 4th or 5th. And I started it as an accountability, and it was meant to be for my affiliate marketing business. And instead it unintentionally became a sort of a motivational page, kind of like the things that I've gone through, how I deal with my issues, my stresses, and how they may be able to help you out. So, obviously when the 30 days of consistency were coming to an end, I didn't know, what I should transition into. I think I always wanted to vlog. I think I always wanted to talk to people. I think I always wanted to find a way to communicate and send a message out to the masses, if you will, but I never really knew how. I never had the courage to do it. I never really attempted to try. And so getting into affiliate marketing and learning that business model and digital marketing and putting yourself out there, was the catalyst for these, these videos. I didn't intend to I honestly did not intend to start any kind of segment, any kind of daily episode or daily vlog or anything of that nature. None of it was meant to be, anything like that. I think that I just fell into it, and I think that it's appropriate. It's where I'm supposed to be, if you will. So I think that it's important to me, regardless whether I feel like it or I don't feel like it, or however, every day I want to post a video, because I feel that even if it's the same 1, 2, or 3 people that catch a glimpse of the videos, I'm all right with that, because I feel that the people who consistently want to hear what I have to say or what I might have to say are doing it because they believe that I am saying something worth listening to. And that's very important, because, everybody's concerned with branding themselves, how they should talk, what they should talk about. They should always be delivering content. And honestly, it's true if your goal is to stay relevant and your goal is to monetize your social media accounts, or if your goal is to I guess, monetize whatever it is that you're doing. Personally, it started with the goal to send people to my link for my affiliate marketing, digital marketing business. And it turned into just talking to people. And so my biggest concern is not the numbers. It's not the amount of, it's not whether I keep you or lose you so much as, did I help you? Did I get you thinking? Did you hear something in one of my videos that either you said, you know what, I was just thinking about that. He's right. Maybe I should take a chance on it this time. Or were you thinking something that I said and you were just kind of like, that's so crazy, I was thinking about that today, or so on and so forth. My goal is to really connect with you, even if I don't have the opportunity to be in a physical presence with you, or even if I don't know you. My goal is to really connect with you, because I want you, whoever you are, to send me a message on Instagram, or call me on the numbers that I list below. Whatever it may be. I want anybody to just take something away every time I sit down and talk to you guys. I think that these videos have become important to me because I've gotten positive feedback, and I continue to get positive feedback. Like with everything, I think people, if they think you're saying the same thing, or it sounds like you're saying the same thing, they're going to get tired of it, and that's okay. Because I'm still in the process. I'm still blooming. I am still developing. Again, it was very unintentional to make these videos, to create a daily vlog, to be consistent with it. It was purely an accident, a chance I took on something, and it developed into something great. I've made great friendships just because of this, decision. So like I feel that it's definitely a duty to continue to speak to you guys from the heart. And so I don't want to make these videos too long. So today what I wanted to talk about, obviously today is our 30th opportunity, 30th opportunity to improve and develop ourselves. And I guess I pointed out, because the 30 days of consistency, that last day was a big deal. It kind of ended that with a bang. I was in Palm Springs. It was just a really great time. And today, with having our 30th opportunity to improve and develop ourselves, I wanted to talk about something personal. I'm in a relationship, and back in August, I got laid off. My girlfriend was very supportive, and because of her words, my mind shift, like, literally just went from employee to, fuck this, I gotta figure this shit out. Which the word is entrepreneur, but at that time, that's how it ran through my head. And so, fast forward to today, and, entrepreneurship is a very new thing to her. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is that my approach with her has been very intense, and it hasn't been welcome. It honestly hasn't done much. I can be a motivational and inspirational person, but when it comes to, I guess you could say, my coaching, I don't know how I would put it, but when it comes to, I think it's a mindset thing. And I think that if you both don't start on the same level, if one person gets a head start, depending on how fast that person is growing, can conflict the relationship. And so I think it all depends on your mindset. It depends on where you're at. It depends on what your situation is. And maybe it even depends on whether you're married or not. Honestly, that could probably play a big role. And I think that, that's not something that's in our life. Don't know if it plays that much of an important role in our life. But I think that, when you have different mindsets, when somebody's developing ahead of someone else, it's very important to understand and know where you want that person to stand. Meaning, the person who's growing needs to look back and know where that person stands in their future. And I think that if you understand that early on, then you will build the patience and learn how to mold that person to come right behind you. And I have had a difficulty in doing this. I haven't been able to do it good, and it's created some ripples. It's created some turbulence. And so, if this probably only applies to the people in relationships, but I think that it's important that when you're in a very serious, committed relationship, that decisions are made together and that steps are made forward together. Because if you don't, you're going to get out of sync. And when you get out of sync, that's always just going to throw everything else off. And I think that in these moments, when it's time to make a big decision, or a big decision has already been made, I think that there needs to be an understanding in what each person's role is going to be in. I think that it's very important, and I'm seeing the importance of it, because here, where I find myself and where I see my partner, all I want to think about is how do I bring that person to here, And the problem is that just because I was able to develop it on my own doesn't mean that I can just go and turn to someone and say, hey, you need to develop this skill now. You need to change your mindset. And I'm such a stubborn man. I'm such a grunt. I'm a veteran. So like for me, my lifestyle and how we used to learn is get the shit done now. And so I'm not saying you guys have the same issue as I just wanted to talk about it because I feel that that's something that I need to improve. And if you find yourself that you're in a relationship or even in a friendship, in a business partnership, those are very important. A business relationship should be treated just like a marriage or anything else, in my opinion. I think business relationships, which I'm very new to, but what I can gauge from it is that it is very significant and it's very important, and it needs both sides or however many parties are involved, but it needs everybody to bring it all to the table. And so I think that sometimes we treat our relationships in that same manner, like, bring it all because you want to get somewhere, but I think you really need to take the time and the patience to understand that we don't all wake up at the same time and we don't all realize that we're just employees building somebody else's dream. And so therefore, it's very important to be patient for your spouse, your loved one, someone who you want to start a business relationship, whatever it may be. You really need to give them an opportunity to grow on their own and see if that's what they want. If you're in a marriage, that's something that you really need to work out and plan out. Any other situation where I guess you're not necessarily obligated to each other, that's something that you need to be patient about. I think that it's very easy for us to leave people behind because our mindset is growing, and that's not something you should do. If those people, if especially your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, if that person isn't bringing you down, you really need to have the patience to find a way to bring them up. Plain and simple. I think that we overlook the people that are closest to us sometimes. I think that we always assume that their strength is always there, that their support is always there, that the cooperation is over there always there because you're in a relationship. But I think we forget sometimes that those very people are the ones that are most sensitive to us and are the ones that we should really be taking very special attention to. I can't even speak anymore. Paying very special attention to and really treating them with kindness and love and respect. I'm very guilty of just being stern, stubborn, and just being a freaking infantryman. And I forget that, I'm not training a soldier. I'm simply trying to build a human being up, and each human being has its own delicacies, and each human being development has its own time watch, if you will. Everything develops on its own pace. It can experience rapid growth. It can experience slow growth, but everything is at its own pace. So with that being said, you guys, if somebody around you, cousin, family, mom, dad, whatever, girlfriend, wife, husband, boyfriend, if they are not jumping on right away, just be patient with it. Things are meant to be or they're not meant to be, and that's it. Tonight's BPM, we had some great special guests from our Beverly Hills office, and it was crazy what one of the husband of the couple, EJ Cooper, he just said a lot of things that I needed to hear tonight, and it was great. We're always at the right place at the right time. No accidents. Everything happens for a reason. You guys, everything happens for a reason. Keep that in mind. Always take that into consideration. Never get frustrated to the point where you make regrettable decisions. With that being said, you guys, I really hope you take a lot away from this 15-minute video. I'm sorry that I took so much of your time. I do appreciate it, and I'm very grateful for it. I really want you to take away from these messages, and I really want you to grow from them. And if there's something that I can do to improve, please drop a comment. I'm more than open to to criticism, constructive criticism. I've actually received it already. So that being said, you guys, 336 opportunities to improve and develop ourselves. I hope you did something to improve and develop yourself. As always, if you need somebody to talk to, do not hesitate to call your man, because if I don't answer the phone, at least I'll call you back. Email, Skype, phone, call me. And if you're ready to change your life, if you're ready to take control of your life, send me a message. Let's talk about that further as well. So with that being said, you guys, I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Take care, guys.